Now, Pakistan has hinted at suspending the Simla agreement in response to India's actions following the Pahalgam terror attack. But what exactly is the Simla agreement? In the immediate aftermath of the 1971 war, India and Pakistan signed this agreement. The pact, signed by former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and then Pakistani President Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, set out the roadmap for future engagement based on peaceful coexistence and bilateralism. The Simla agreement set down several foundational principles. Most importantly, both nations pledged to resolve all disputes, including the Kashmir issue, bilaterally without third-party intervention. This marked a major shift from earlier stance that invited or accepted international mediation. Both countries further agreed to respect each other's territorial integrity, political independence, and non-interference in internal affairs. Another key principle was the ceasefire line in Jammu and Kashmir, redesignated as the line of control. As it stood on the 17th of December 1971, both sides committed not to unilaterally alter it. Also, as part of the deal, India agreed to release over 93,000 Pakistani prisoners of war, marking one of the largest post-war prisoner releases in history. How did India and Pakistan reach this agreement? The 1971 war was triggered by political turmoil and civil conflict in then East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. India's decisive intervention led to swift military action, and Pakistan was forced to surrender in Dhaka on the 16th of December 1971. In the aftermath of the war, Pakistan faced immense diplomatic and military pressure. The Simla Agreement was a means to negotiate peace and secure the return of territory and prisoners. The talks held in the hill town of Shimla were lengthy and contentious. A key sticking point was the status of Kashmir and how it would be referenced in the final document. While India maintained that all issues must be settled bilaterally, Pakistan sought to retain flexibility on raising the Kashmir issue internationally. Despite early deadlocks, back-channel meetings and diplomacy between Indira Gandhi and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto helped break this impasse. The final agreement was reportedly reached after a series of late-night conversations and a private dinner hosted by Bhutto. Here, a delicate compromise was struck. While Kashmir was mentioned, the focus remained on bilateralism and peaceful dialogue. What happened after the agreement? The Shimla Agreement established a diplomatic framework, but tensions persisted. While it helped restore diplomatic and economic ties, Kashmir remained unresolved. The agreement also did not prevent future conflicts, including the Siachen conflict in 1984, the Kargil War of 1999, and numerous cross-border skirmishes and terror-related incidents to this day. India continues to cite the Shimla Agreement in rejecting third-party mediation, particularly in forums like the United Nations. Pakistan, on the other hand, has at times sought international attention on Kashmir, interpreting the agreement differently. Even today, the Simla Agreement is a diplomatic touchstone in South Asia. It remains the basis of India's insistence on bilateralism in talks with Pakistan. It also underpins the LOC, which continues to define military and political realities in Jammu and Kashmir. However, with no sustained dialogue and frequent flare-ups along the border, the Shimla Agreement's long-term efficacy has come into question. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.